Hi, I'm Britt. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be slowing it down, trying something a little bit different, something that I'm going to call Saturday Night Review. Today we are going to watch Cabin in the Woods, one of my favorite movies, and I'm going to try and see if I can pick out some things that maybe you might have missed. Grab some snacks. I've got mine. And grab some drinks and sit down and come chill with me. Cabin in the Woods, it's one of my favorite movies. Directed by Drew Goddard. I think it was written by him and Joss Whedon. I don't know if you say that's how you're supposed to say his name. I don't know. Right off the bat. Pause. 10 seconds of the movie. The opening credits. If you're not paying attention, you might miss it. The opening credits are foreshadow the entire movie. If you look carefully, there's depictions of what exactly happens in the movie. Spoiler alert!
Women's issue, but childproof towel, gates and stuff. Dude, she did the drawer.
If you're listening to their conversation, they're saying because of their job, they think they have bad luck. Because what they do is so, I wouldn't say evil because they have like a purpose, but it would be viewed upon as not good.
Please, we haven't had a glitch since '98.
We know what we're doing, Lynn, but we have it written down.
98. Also another reference I've heard about. It's rumored, I don't know. I don't know if it's for sure or not, but
I hear what you're saying. In 98...
the theory is that
Where do you work again?
the glitch in 98 is a reference to the film The Faculty. Another movie that I loved that movie when I was younger. It was one of my favorite horror movies as like a teenager. I was younger than that actually. I was like a preteen. But yeah, I still love that movie. I feel like this lighting's not very great, but I didn't want a bunch of extra lights in here distracting me from the movie. The camera's bad enough.
Nope.
Oh, I missed.
Dana, you fetching minx. You have any food? Everybody ready?
I also have Oreos coming. I just wanted the apple cider first. No, Moki. You can't have this.
I hope this is the right road. It doesn't even show up on the GPS. It is unworthy of global positioning.
That's the whole point. Get off the grid, right? No cell phone reception, no traffic cameras. Go someplace for one goddamn weekend when it can't globally position my ass. This is the whole...
He's talking about being off the grid. Little does he know, he's gonna miss all that stuff when it goes down. Kind of like in Jaws, how they're trying to get a hold of all the kids like out doing laps or at the, like Boy Scouts or something out at the beach. But it's in the 70s and they didn't have cell phones yet, so they're like, oh, they're not answering the beach phone or whatever because they're off doing things. But today, they would always be able to get a hold of you because everyone has a cell phone these days. Emergencies, that's what they're good for. It looks exactly like the Evil Dead camp. I know that's on purpose, but it's still funny. It's like I wondered, did they use the same place?
Beautiful.
I should look that up.
And I'm sleeping in the Wrangler. Come on, Jules. Life is risk. Yeah, I might just risk lying out in the sun for a while.
Hey, what is that?
What?
In the lake, right there.
Oh, come on.
Oh, guys, I'm serious, right there. There. God, looks just like my girlfriend.
What?
Seriously, every time she goes face first. As they say later on, there are several things that they should have red flags for that they ignore.
Places, everyone. We are live.
That weird painting being one and the two-way mirror being two. The crazy guy in the beginning being another one.
No, they have to make the choice of their own free will. Otherwise, the system doesn't work. It's like the Harbinger. It's this creepy old practically wears a sign, "You will die." Why do we put him there? The system. They have to choose to ignore him, and they have to choose what happens in the cellar.
Jules, I dare you to make out with that wolf. No problem.
This is really the only part of the movie that I'm not super fond of. I don't really find it necessary. It's kind of creepy. Not like as in a scary way, but like a disturbing, gross way.
Why, yes, I am in town. How did you know? Oh my God, that is so sweet of you to say. I just colored it, in fact. No. There's no need to help him, Pop. I'll let you come in.
Gross. Okay, I'm gonna go get some other snacks. Monkey! Watch out, Kiki. Come on, taking a break from popcorn.
Okay, Jules. There.
Woo, that was scary. I forgot that thing just flies open.
The wind must have blown it up.
Oreos and milk. Milk and cookies.
I dare you.
Note to self. Kids, adults, anybody, if you're playing Truth or Dare and you get a weird dare like that, in a scary situation, don't do it. Don't do it. It's such a stupid thing to do. Go down in the creepy basement in a place you've never been before. When the door just opened by itself. No, thank you. I dare you to do it. Well, I don't care. I don't care. Excuse my language. Cookies. What if there was some weirdo down in that basement living? Because you're basically in an empty cabin. How do you know there's not just some weird drifter hanging out down there? Who's not just gonna come up and murder you all in your sleep? Werewolf, it's classic. Alien beasts, classic. Mutants, like The Hills Have Eyes. Wraiths. I'm gonna guess that's more of like a classic monster. Reptilius. It's like dinosaurs. Clowns, classic. Witches, classic. Sexy witches, The Craft. Demons, classic. Hell Lord, that is a reference to Pinhead. Angry molesting tree, that is 100% a reference to Evil Dead. Giant snake, I mean, King Cobra, Anaconda, that type of thing. Deadites, that's a direct reference to the Evil Dead as well. Kevin, I'm just gonna assume that he's just like a archetypal serial killer. Or maybe he's a reference to like, I don't know. The Mummy, classic. The Bride. I don't know if that's like a classic type of monster or if it's like a ghost story type of deal. Scarecrow folk. I don't really know what that's referencing. Like Night of the Scarecrow, I guess. Snowman? Dragon Bat. Like vampires. Vampires are right underneath there. But I mean, there's a form of vampire, yeah. Dismemberment goblins. Maybe something similar to like trolls or just goblins in general. Sugar Plum Fairy. I think that one's completely made up. Maybe it's like to represent like how kids in horror movies are friggin' creepy. Merman. It's like sea creatures. The Reanimated. The Reanimator, obviously. Unicorn, I don't know. It's like a classic fairy tale thing. Huron.
Nope.
Yeah, Wendigo, Yeti, Sasquatch. Classic. Dolls. Or The Strangers. It's a reference to like The Strangers. Doctors. Asylum movies. Ragnet Torture Family. I don't really know what that's referencing. Except for maybe like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and like Wrong Turn. Jack-o'-lantern. Pumpkinhead, I think it might be a reference to. Pumpkinhead doesn't actually have like a pumpkin head. Funny thing. They just call it that. Giants, yes. The twins. Oh, well, that's obviously a reference to The Shining. So, I want you to pay attention to what happens here. She said, I don't want to do this because it's cold.
We have temperature control on the
So what are they doing? Raising the temperature.
Okay, baby, let's see some boobies.
Show us the goods.
Does it really matter if we see
We're
her?
not the only ones watching, Ken.
Gotta keep the customer satisfied.
What he says there is very telling. The idea is that it's a commentary on horror movies as a whole, and the gods are the audience. So when he says, we have to keep the customers happy, he means literally the audience. I mean, me in general, I really couldn't care less. A movie doesn't have to have that for me to think it's like scary or whatever. It's a cliche these days, which is what it's trying to say. But at the same time, I'm just like, oh, that's such a good shot. You know, I think I like this because usually I just talk to myself when I'm watching movies. I think out loud because I don't usually have people over here watching movies with me. So I just talk to myself talking out loud. But at least now recording this, I can actually be of some use, have my thoughts out there.
Watch the master work.
This isn't right.
What? What's the matter?
This isn't right. We should split up. We can cover more ground that way.
Yeah. Yeah, good idea.
Really?
I got it. You guys get in your rooms.
Lock them in.
Today, I'm going to be playing Thank you. Gross. Jesus, dog, you're scaring me. She's freaking me out because she hears stupid noises. It's literally just, look, it's my microphone. It's right here. If you hear that, don't jump up like that. You freak me out. Classic.